to another cruise vlog. I am here on the Freedom of the Seas for day 2 of my 4-night Bahamian cruise. So today we are at Port Nassau. It is my friend's first time ever cruising and is her first time here in the Bahamas. We were going to book an Atlantis excursion. I've been to Atlantis before. It's wonderful, beautiful, such a great experience, but the weather is a little foggy, a little misty, a little rainy. So we decided that spending our money on a day pass there would probably not be the best idea or the use of our money. So we're just gonna hop off. We're gonna explore the port. The Port of Nassau has recently been renovated, so it is all fresh, all new. There's lots of cute little shops. So I decided we're just gonna explore. We're gonna pop into some of the shops, maybe grab a dessert or some lunch out there. We are quite hungry. We woke up pretty late today and missed breakfast, so hopefully there are some good food options out there. And who knows, maybe we'll find something fun to do. Maybe there will be some last minute cheap excursion we can join along or tag along on. But we will take you along for the ride. We don't really have any set plans for today. We're just flying by the seat of our pants, and we'll see where the day takes us. So let's head out to the Port of Nassau and explore together. We hopped off the ship to see what we could find at the Port of Nassau. We just wanted to hop off, take a little look around, and my friend wanted to find some souvenirs for friends and family, so that's what we set out to do. There were several ships docked here at Port Nassau today, including a Disney cruise, the Disney Wish, one of my favorites. As we approached the newly renovated Port of Nassau, we saw this screen exhibiting some sea life, and then we entered the main market area. In this area, you will find lots of little booths with souvenirs and trinkets, and a variety of local food booths as well. We decided we wanted something sweet and refreshing, so we decided to indulge in some Dole Whip. I don't know why, but I was made to believe that Dole Whip could only be found at Disney. That might be the Disney adult speaking in me, but apparently you can get it at the Port of Nassau as well, and also Hawaii, I'm told. Either way, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and then we went on the hunt for a souvenir that my friend was looking for. She really wanted to purchase this local alcohol for one of her friends, but we were on the hunt for a small bottle, and we finally found it at this location where we eventually purchased it. And then we also saw people buying rum cake, so we decided to take a look at that as well. After taking a look around at some of the local shops, we decided to head back to the ship because it was getting so hot and humid, and we were ready for something to eat. We had not eaten breakfast this morning, so we were absolutely famished. So off we went back to hit up Windjammers, of course. This was the earliest location that was open for lunch today. So we went straight to the buffet and piled up our plates with all of the goodies and fixings. I certainly piled mine up nice and high with some salad, some protein, and I'm not sure what else, but it was very delicious and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely needed some sustenance after the night we had before and the morning of no breakfast. Afterwards, we walked through a very empty Royal Promenade. Everybody was still at port, and then we headed back to our stateroom. All right, we are back from the Port of Nassau. We literally just hopped off, walked around the entire new renovated area. So the new renovated area is actually like an addition that wasn't there prior to like the original port or town. So they created this whole entrance with this really cool digital screen that like depicts the ocean, you know, Bahamian ocean life. And then once you get past that, there's this really long strip of, you know, well, they're like booths. So originally, before they created this addition, there were booths set up at the entrance of the port, but it was really makeshift, like on grassy land or dirt roads. So they created like this whole manufactured booth area that looks a lot more clean, a lot more manufactured. It's definitely geared towards the tourists. So we got some Dole Whip there, If you are a Disney fan, you know that you can get Dole Whip at Disney, but apparently you can also get it here in the Bahamas. So we got some Dole Whip to refresh. It was so hot and humid. We walked around a few of the shops, and then we actually entered into the actual town area. But the town area is not very local. It's also geared towards tourists. There's also a lot of shops, a lot of souvenir shops, duty-free liquor shops. So yeah, just a lot of shopping. So we did a little more shopping, got a few souvenirs, and we decided that we were very hot and sweaty and we wanted to get back on the ship. So we hopped back on the ship. We went straight to the Windjammer because we were hungry. We didn't have any breakfast because we woke up pretty late. So we got a bite to eat, relaxed in the room for a bit, and now we're all changed into our swimsuits so we can head to the pool. The plan of attack is find a spot at the pool, then relax for a bit. I'm gonna go and try to do some rock climbing. I'm prepared this time around. If you saw my other cruise vlogs, I was not prepared to do these activities. So I brought some socks. They're gonna provide me with some rock climbing shoes. And I brought a full coverage t-shirt back and front, no open back, so that I can meet the requirements of the harness. So if you plan on doing like zip lining, rock climbing, anything that requires a harness, make sure you bring a full coverage t-shirt or you will not be allowed to do those activities. So after rock climbing and chilling by the pool, we want to catch maybe one of the stage shows. We want to catch a DJ of some sort at one of the clubs. We're trying to figure out where the fun is going to be at tonight. And obviously dinner. We haven't decided. I think we're decided on going to main dining. We have my time dining. We still haven't corrected the problem. So we have to arrive there a little bit early so that we can, you know, see if there's any availability for us to sit. I think if the wait ends up being too long, you never know, with my time dining, you could be waiting 5 minutes or a whole hour for a table. So if the wait ends up being too long, we might end up back at the Windjammer, but that's all up in the air right now. So for now, let's go to the pool and relax, and I'll take you along for the rest of the day. So we headed to the solarium, of course. This is the adult only section. We grabbed some towels, and then I headed straight to Sprinkles for some ice cream, of course. I ended up asking for 4 cones, 2 for me and 2 for my friend. I do not know how I made it all the way to my seat without every cone completely melting, but as you can see, I barely made it, but I definitely enjoyed both of those cones. Afterwards, we laid out facing the cruise ship in front of us and just chatted, napped, and relaxed. I decided I wanted to head to the hot tub, so I went in by myself. There was a lot of people in there just relaxing, and then I decided it was time for some more, guess what? Ice cream. So I grabbed another cone for myself and enjoyed that one as well. I most definitely got my money's worth in ice cream this day. I thoroughly enjoyed every single bite, and then we just relaxed for a bit more and decided we were very hungry for some actual food. On the way to get some food, we saw that there was a little dance party happening in the middle of this family pool area. Then we waved goodbye to the cruise ships around us. At first, I thought they were leaving, but then I realized we were leaving. Then I decided to play this game with myself to see how many people would notice me waving goodbye at them. And quite a few people did notice, and it was so funny because when they noticed, they got super excited and eagerly waved back at me. It was actually pretty fun. After being quite silly, we finally headed to grab some lunch. We decided to eat at the Mexican location by the pool. It was so hot outside, so we took our food indoors, and then afterwards we decided to take a casual walk through the Royal Promenade to see what action was happening. Not much, just people enjoying their time at port. Then we decided to finally head back to our stateroom to freshen up, recharge, and decide what to do for the rest of our day. All right, we are back in the room after being very lazy by the the pool today. I thought that maybe I would do the rock climbing, but then we were looking at the schedule, and tomorrow there's an 8 p.m. rock climbing session. It says like climbing under the stars, which I thought was pretty cool. So we just kind of chilled by the pool all day today. I dipped inside here and there. I only dipped in once actually, but I enjoyed some ice cream. At one point I had 2 in each hand. I did not get that on video because, you know, I'm carrying all the ice cream, but I was quadruple fisting it. Is that what it's called? And then I went back for seconds for myself. And then we had some Mexican food. We decided to eat the Mexican food by the pool, which actually was a good choice because Windjammer doesn't even open until 6, and we went and ate around like 5:30. So we ended up eating that inside actually, right outside of the Windjammer because it was just so stinking hot. Like the wind, or at least where the line was, the Mexican line, there was no wind or air circulation, so we were dying. So we went inside and ate our Mexican food. Oh, and before that, we walked around and there was like a little DJ dance party going on by the pool. And then we got to see our sail away from Nassau. At first, we thought like the Disney ship was moving away or sailing away. And then I looked to the other side and I was like, oh, the other Royal Cruise is sailing away at the same time. But then I realized that we were the ones. We were the problem. We were the ones sailing away. So it was really cool seeing us pull out of the port, and I was very silly and I started like running around trying to get people to wave at me. My goal was to see how many people would wave at me, like notice me and wave at me. So I was running around and jumping around like waving at people like a crazy person. But it was very fun because when people realized I was waving at them, they very eagerly waved back. So it was very fun. So we said bye to the Disney Cruise Line, the other Royal Cruise ship, which was the Allure of the Seas. And we had the Wish, the Disney Wish next to us. And then we're back in the stateroom. We're going to freshen up for dinner. Today is formal night, but we're not following the dress code per se. We're just going to dress to impress ourselves. And then we probably will catch the theater show at the Royal Theater. There's like some Broadway style show going on there. I think it's called the Marquee. And then we're probably... Oh, sorry. I can't speak. We're probably gonna see what type of nightlife we can join. Yesterday was really fun. I had never experienced anything like that on a cruise before. It was a little bar. It started off like a DJ kind of night, and then it turned up. It turned up into a full-on club in there, and it was a vibe. So it was so fun getting to meet people and just have fun and dance and enjoy ourselves. So we're probably gonna go back and do another one of those little club experiences tonight, and we'll take you along for the ride. So let's get ready for dinner. Alrighty, we are ready for dinner. Actually, we already had dinner, so we're ready for some night activities. This is my little outfit. I tried my best. I don't know. I didn't really bring the best of outfits. I didn't really pack anything to impress anyone, really. But since we're going to a club, I thought, you know, I need to look a little put together. So this is what I came up with. So our plan is to head to the Royal Theater to catch the little stage show, that Broadway stage show called Marquee. I think we're going to kill some time at the casino because my friend likes the casino. So we're going to head there, kill some time, watch the show at the Royal Theater, and then try and find some bar that turns into a club at night. I was telling my friend, I was like, we sound like Lady Gaga, that Lady Gaga soundbite where she's like, no sleep, club. No, she goes, no sleep, bus, club, another club, no sleep. So, oh, and then she gets on a plane, you know. Oh, you know, we get on planes too. We're traveling. Anyways, that's us. No sleep, getting on a, we're gonna walk into a club, another club, another club. That's the vibe tonight. We're gonna bar hop, club hop, I don't know. So we'll take you along for the ride. See you when we see you. We headed through the Casino Royale to make our way into the Royal Theater to finally see this show, the Marquee. I was quite excited. I love these stage shows, and it did not disappoint.
On the avenue, the 15th from the 15th. Walking for stars, I will follow you. I believe in relation, every little step.
Afterwards, we decided to head to Bolero's to grab a few drinks and kill some time. This place is quite popular in the evening because it always has live music and there's a small dance floor that people really do take advantage of. We enjoyed our cocktails and the live music for quite a while, and just people watched as they joined the dance floor. We decided we wanted to grab some pizza, so we walked through the Royal Promenade, which was quite lively this evening. And of course, we grabbed a few slices at Sorrento's, and I also grabbed some dessert. I ended up really loving this dessert. And to end our evening, we headed to Studio B to join the Red Party. Hello. As you can tell, it is the next day, and we are at Coco Cay, hence the bathing suit. But I did not wrap up last night because it's a running theme. I think this is just the theme of this cruise. It's the party cruise. It's the time that I get to experience the party life, the nightlife, and hopefully it's fun for you guys to experience too, because this is something I've never done before. We've always avoided the bars, the nightlife, so this has actually been really fun for me. So I think when I last left you guys, we were leaving the room to head to the Royal Theater to catch one of the stage shows, Marquee. That ended up being really cool. I don't think I understand 100% the concept of the show, but I think it was probably portraying like the years of Broadway, or just like the talent of Broadway is what I kind of gathered from the show. And it was very entertaining, high talent, high quality. Really recommend that you go see it if you're here on the Freedom of the Seas. Every cruise ship has a different stage show, so make sure to go to the Royal Theater and don't miss those stage shows because you won't be able to see them on all the other cruise ships. Just something for you guys to know. So after the show, we ended up going to the casino for a bit. We played some machine games, I guess that's what they're called. I don't know. And so I watched my friend play for a bit, and then we headed to a bar called Bolero's, which is just outside of the casino. And we had one drink, listened to some of the performers there, and then we headed to pizza. Drinking makes me hungry, so we went and got a slice of pizza. And then we actually went back to another bar. I think that wasn't our intention. We didn't really know what we were doing or wanted to do, but a lot of the things that we wanted to do didn't start until later in the evening. So we stopped by a bar called Schooners, and we got a drink there. And from there, we actually ended up meeting a few people. We gathered together, we joined forces, and then we headed to the nightclub event at Studio B, which I think was like called like Red Night, something like that. The whole room had red lighting, and there was some good music playing. So we stayed out until probably 3 in the morning. We ended up leaving the club. We were actually the last group to leave the club. Like, we closed down the club, then we headed to what is it called, Sorrento's, for pizza. We all gathered together, had our post-club pizza, and then we actually closed down the pizza shop as well. They had to tell us to leave. They were like, yeah, it's time for us to close up. So we ended up closing down the pizza shop and then ending our night here and getting some good rest. It is the next day. We're ready to have some fun at Coco Cay, and I really hope you join along for my next video here in Coco Cay. I'm so glad you joined me for day 2 yesterday, which is still today for you guys. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.